You feel it, don't you? That sense that you're just perceiving the world on a different channel. Today, we're going to dive into what that really means, what it means to see what other people don't, to feel what they can't, and what this unique frequency of seeing is all about.
So, let me ask you this. Have you ever felt this way? You know, like you're watching a play where everyone else knows their lines, but you never even got the script? This feeling, this profound sense of otherness, it's not just some social anxiety. No. According to the psychologist Carl Jung, it's a sign of something much, much deeper.
And this feeling, it actually has a name. Jung and his followers, they called it dangerous perception. Now, it's not dangerous because it's evil or malicious. It's dangerous because it threatens the comfortable illusions that, let's be honest, our society's built on.
See, this perception, it's like a form of intuitive knowing. You don't just hear the words someone says, you feel the desperation just radiating underneath it all. You don't just see a smile, you perceive the pain that's hiding behind it. And this isn't some skill you can just turn on and off. It's your default setting. It's how you're wired.
And here's something that is absolutely crucial to understand. This is not a character flaw. It's more like you're running on a high-bandwidth connection to reality. The constant stream of unfiltered emotional and energetic data that you receive is immense, which, by the way, explains why you might feel so exhausted and so isolated all the time.
So, what happens when this intense way of seeing interacts with a world that, frankly, prefers to look away? Well, it creates friction. You become this unintentional mirror, and believe me, not everybody likes what they see.
Your very presence, just by being you, can highlight the inconsistencies or the shadows in other people, and they don't always take that as a gift. To them, it can feel like an attack. But really, their reaction, it isn't truly about you. It's about the uncomfortable reflection that you're holding up to them.
Being that mirror all the time, it forces you to curate your personal space fiercely. You just can't let everyone in because the psychic noise, it just becomes overwhelming. Pearl Jam captures this feeling so perfectly. It becomes a necessary act of survival to just say, this is not for you.
But, okay, is all of this just some esoteric feeling, or is there something tangible, something scientific going on here? Well, the answers might be found in the incredible malleability of our own brains, where our perception can literally become a physical reality.
This is neuroplasticity, and the science is crystal clear on this. Our brains are not fixed hardware. Nope, they are constantly being rewired by our experiences, by our focus, by our environment. Your brain physically changes based on what you pay attention to.
You've probably heard the old saying in neuroscience. Every single time you focus on that deeper frequency, the energy, the subtext, the vibe, a specific set of neurons fires off. And by doing that over and over again, you physically strengthen the connections between them. You are literally training your brain to be more sensitive. You're hardwiring it to see and feel more.
This idea of a rewired brain, it leads to an even more profound question about the nature of reality itself. I mean, the comedian Bill Hicks joked about it, but what if he was pointing to a truth that science is only now starting to catch up with? That what we perceive as solid is, at its core, fundamentally energetic.
And get this is not science fiction. Researchers right now are translating the literal vibrations of DNA molecules into audible sound. That idea that we each have a unique frequency is shifting from a New Age metaphor right into the realm of actual measurable data. It's amazing.
The philosopher Thomas Carlyle suggested this over a century ago. And maybe that's it. Maybe when you see with enough depth, whether it's through a high-powered microscope or your own intuition, you're not just seeing the details. You're perceiving the underlying pattern, the music of existence itself.
So you have this perception. It's real, but it often comes with a ton of pain and isolation. And this brings us right to the central conflict, the big question. What do you do with that weight? What do you do with that wound?
This brings you to a kind of alchemical choice. Do you wear the grudge of being different like a crown and make it the cornerstone of your entire identity? Or do you choose to transmute it? To turn the leaden weight of that painful anchor into the gold of wisdom?
This is what it looks like to wear the grudge, to give your power away.
The song Stargazer tells this incredible story of people building a tower of stone for a wizard, sacrificing everything just for his success. It's a perfect metaphor for investing all of our energy into a painful story or some external system, just hoping it will somehow save us.
But then comes the fall. The wizard doesn't rise, the system fails, and in that moment of shattering disillusionment, something incredible happens. Your will, your own power, it's returned to you. The Tower of Stone collapses, but you are finally free. And this freedom, this return of your will, it leads to the final stage of this whole journey. And it's not about going back to who you were. No way. It's about a complete transformation. It's an aware rebirth. This is that moment of conscious choice. It's not something that just happens to you. It's something you actively participate in. You are prying open that deeper perception, choosing to see, no matter how intense it might be.
And from this act, these new archetypes, they emerge. You become the phoenix, rising from the ashes of that old identity. And you become the observer, seeing everything with a clarity that is no longer burdened by the pain it carries.
This is so much more than a recovery. It is a fundamental reset. You haven't erased the wound, you've integrated it. You haven't dulled your perception, you've mastered it. You have been reborn, but this time, you're fully and consciously aware.
And so we come full circle. The very thing that caused you so much pain, that dangerous perception, is revealed to be your greatest strength. The isolation it caused, it forced you to build this rich, deep inner world. Your wound taught you to see in the dark. And now you can be a guide for others.
And this leaves us with one final vital question. Knowing that your rare way of seeing isn't a curse, but a calling, what comes next? In a world that seems addicted to comfortable facades, your authenticity is the medicine. So the only question left is the one right here in front of you. Are you ready to be the cure?